Hello, people of the internet, my name is Johnny. Welcome back to another merchandise unboxing video. See, I was cleaning out my closet recently, and in there I found a whole bunch of random merchandise from a lot of different games. You may remember a couple months ago, I was pretty frequently doing some merchandise review videos, and so every now and then when I saw something interesting at Walmart, or in this case Target, I'd pick it up thinking, oh, I'll do a quick second channel video covering that. But then these kind of just sat in my closet for a couple months. So I figured, why not? Let's just do a quick unboxing video, seeing as that's the whole reason why I bought some of this merchandise. So up first for today, we have the Poppy Playtime VHS bundle with 7 exclusive items. Wow, look, you got Huggus Wuggus on the front. I did already take this out of the sleeve, and as you can see, it's in yet another sleeve, but we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, so let's quickly take a look around the outside of the box. You can see the actual VHS part is actually decorated to look like a classic VHS tape. I'm very curious, actually, if, like, fans of these indie horror games, and listen, right, I'm a FNAF fan, I'm gonna include us in this comment, because FNAF has also dealt with its fair share of VHS tapes and, you know, retro CDs, stuff like that. I'd actually be really curious to know if the demographic for these games actually know what VHS tapes are and like how to use them. Now listen, you know, I'm pretty young myself, and when I was a wee toddler, I did use some VHS tapes for some classic films, but I'm also not trying to be like, oh, these kids these days don't know how to use a VHS tape, because quite frankly, in 2024, why would anyone want to use a VHS tape? It's just something I find interesting. Obviously, it fits for the time period that these games take place in, but I'd be really curious if, like, Poppy fans or FNAF fans would even know how to use a VHS. Anyways, actually moving on, yeah, so I really love the decoration, you know, alongside the packaging to make it look like a VHS tape. On the back, we can see everything included in the bundle. So as it said on the front, in this bundle, you get 7 exclusive items. So first up, you have a 14-inch, so over a foot tall plushie of Huggy Wuggy. Seems like he's rocking a gray aesthetic, probably to go alongside the VHS aesthetic of this whole bundle. You have the VHS itself, which I'm assuming is just like this box. I don't really know if I'd count this as an item. It's just the box the things come in. You have an exclusive key. Not sure what that means exactly. You got 2 trophies, it seems like, a Huggy Wuggy keychain, and then a scratch off poster. So it seems like some characters are blacked out and we have to scratch them off with, like, a coin, I guess. I'm not sure why you wouldn't just give a regular poster. Lastly, for the actual packaging of the box, it's just something interesting I noticed, and that's actually the copyright of 2021. Now, I say that's interesting because Chapter 1 came out, I want to say October of 2021, and then Chapter 2 came out in May of 2022, I believe. So the fact that there are seemingly some Chapter 2 items, like these trophies, as well as this poster featuring Mommy, I guess they were making this VHS bundle while also developing Chapter 2, because like I said, I'm pretty sure these trophies are like exactly the trophies in Chapter 2. So I just find that timeline pretty neat. I don't know, it's kind of something stupid. Whoa, they made the VHS bundle while making Chapter 2. Mind blown, like who cares? But I don't know, I thought that was pretty interesting. Alright, well I guess now it's time to find the key, as Huggy is implying, and let's crack open into the VHS tape itself. I guess this is where the key goes. And then it's giving me, oh, I can open it this way. All right, seems like it opens from both ends. I can see Huggy there. Looks like we got some bags over here. Let's start off with the plushie, just because he's so massive. So this is the guy. Sure, I don't know why. Was he arrested? Why are his hands back? Oh, they're Velcro, okay. I mean, I guess he's Huggy Wuggy. I don't know. I mean, in terms of, like, reskins of the character, this one's not too bad because it goes along with the VHS aesthetic. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but it actually does look like he's made out of, like, staticky materials, or at least like the pattern of his fur is pretty staticky, so that's pretty cool. His face is a little weird, but other than that, I mean, he's a pretty massive plushie. Again, he's 14 inches tall, so over a foot tall. Comparing him to some of the other Huggy Wuggy plushies, he's actually not that bad. He's the same exact height, you can't really see, but same height, 14 inches tall. His face might look a little weird, I'm not sure what's up with that, but also these guys' face, they also look a bit weird. He's not as fuzzy as these plushies. These are actually made out of fur that, I don't know if you can see, but like, it's a bit poofier, a bit more cuddlier. This one feels a bit more printed, I guess. Definitely a lot cheaper material. But for a bundle that's $30 total, you know, for plushies that are probably half that price, it's actually a pretty decent plushie. Moving up next, we've got a little instruction manual, I suppose. Oh, there's something in him. Looks like inside of Huggy's mouth is the key. Maybe that's why his face looks weird. Oh, there's a Velcro inside his mouth. Okay. Hold up. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. Okay. Yeah, now he looks really goofy. I think that's why his face looks a bit weird, is because of the Velcro, so they can put the key in. Yeah, he looks a bit better once you take it out. There we go. So with this key, I can now unlock the hole that I saw on this side. Oh, I think this key was supposed to open this other form of the door. There we go. Yeah, I just opened it when I first opened the bundle. Uh-oh, I kind of cheated a bit. And then also for this side, looks like this is the scratch-off poster. Wow, this is really thick. Oh my gosh. I definitely can't get it all in frame, but this is crazy. Scratch to find the poppy key. Bro, you just gave me the answer. It's like the first thing I see when I open the bundle. Now that I know you're supposed to find the key by scratching this off, why would you include this? That ruins the fun. I'm not gonna scratch everything off because it's gonna send all of like the mess everywhere, and I don't want that because I've got carpet. But this is pretty cool. I do wish it was just the regular poster. I feel like I would have preferred that more because it's gonna be tough to like properly scratch off everything of the characters. But this is a pretty nice poppy poster overall. You've got all the characters up until, you know, chapter 2. It's nice. I just wish it wasn't a scratch off, especially since like the whole point of the scratch off is to find the key, but they just give you the answer of where the key is when you open up the bundle. So I feel like at that point, if you're gonna ruin the fun, just give us a regular poster. I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. But that is now one side of the bundle. Let's now move on to the other side. I guess I have to pop it open again with the key. There we go. And this is where we have those two baggies that I assume are going to include like the keychain as well as the trophies. There's this mystery thing too. I can like kind of see the outline of Huggy Wuggy. Whoa! First up, we have the trophy. Seems like it comes with a base that I have to assemble myself. All right, he doesn't really want to go on the base, but overall this is pretty cool. It's a bit shinier on the camera, so it looks a bit better for you guys. It's obviously quite cheap. You know, for a $30 bundle, you gotta cut prices, you know, cut quality some places, but overall, this is pretty cool. It would have been nice if they released, like, a full set of all the trophies, because this is absolutely something that I'd want to have as physical, like, real-life merchandise. So it would have been cool if they worked with the company to make, like, proper trophies, but if this is the closest we can get, honestly, I'm not gonna complain. This is pretty good. He just really does not want to fit on that stand, but yeah, this is a pretty good trophy. I'm curious to see what the other one looks like. Here we go. So this is the hand. Whoa, looks like we got a bit more to put together this time. Look at that. All right, I did use the manual to make sure I did it correctly, but this is yet another really cool trophy. I actually quite like building them yourselves, like putting them together yourselves. That's a pretty neat detail. I think it's just so that they can fit properly in the baggies, you know, the small baggies, but I don't know, I quite enjoy putting them together, especially for how cool it ends up looking. Yeah, these trophies, pretty cheap still, you know, they don't look entirely great, but overall, they're still pretty good. It'd be nice to have all of the trophies end up getting made because I know there's quite a few of them in Chapter 2. So lastly, I believe we are on the lookout for the Huggy Wuggy keychain, and opening up this bag, looks like we have, wow, it's really small. It's a lot smaller than I was expecting. There he is, there's the lad. Poppy Playtime keychain with Huggy Wuggy's angry face. This is honestly probably the lamest, you know, item in the entire bundle. Not necessarily because it's bad, because it actually looks pretty good, you know, good paint job, good, pretty good material and sculpt all around. It's just kind of boring compared to everything else. Like, whoa, it's a keychain. It's also, oh wait, hold on. It's got some arms. It's got the hands. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty small, pretty boring compared to everything else, but it's a fine addition to the bundle, I suppose. So to recap, for this bundle, you get 7 exclusive items: the VHS tape, 2 trophies, a Huggy Wuggy keychain, the Poppy key, a scratch-off poster, and then a 14-inch tall Huggy, like, staticky plushie, which that really boils down to 1 box, 1 item to open the box, and then 5 other accessories, right? It's really crazy to count these 2 items as exclusive items when it's really just, like, again, the box itself for the merchandise. But these trophies, I really like this, you know, keychain. Pretty alright. The plushie's pretty alright as well. The scratch-off poster, while I do wish it was just a regular poster, I can see, you know, some younger fans getting a kick out of trying to find the key, you know, as long as they don't see this. For $30, this is actually a pretty good bundle, especially considering that, like, a plushie by itself would go for at the minimum, like half the price. I think the most bang for your buck are going to be these 2 trophies, as well as the Huggy Wuggy plushie, as long as you don't mind too much that it doesn't look like traditional Huggy Wuggy. But for $30, it's a pretty good bundle. I'm pretty happy I picked it up, and so I'd love to know, what are your thoughts on the Poppy Playtime VHS tape bundle? If you own it, what do you think about it? What's your favorite item throughout the bundle? And that's gonna do it for this Poppy Playtime merchandise review video, so thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all on the flip side. Goodbye! Say bye to Huggy, he's waving goodbye!